You know, something you got to be aware of is look, this is the time of year where you maybe rack up some of these bills, some of these presents on your credit card. And that means the debt piles up, and with inflation at the way it is and the cost of goods are up, you could be looking at a bigger tab at the end of the holiday season than maybe you were anticipating. Reed Allmand is an expert on personal debt. He joins us this morning on the Paul W. Smith Show. Reed, nice to have you with us. Do you think this is something that's been top of mind for consumers as they head into the holiday season, or is this something that you think that they're going to be caught off guard with after the holidays are over?
Typically, it's something that they're caught off guard with, after the holiday season is over. Right now, they're kind of focused more on, the holidays and providing a good experience for the families and not really worrying as much about how they're going to pay off that debt.
Reed, one of the things that people, I guess, have to be aware of this holiday season, according to Bankrate, the average annual rate for credit cards has reached a staggering 19.2%. I mean, that is the highest total since they started collecting the data for it.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people, see in the news about the Federal Reserve raising interest rates, but that has a direct relationship to how much the credit card companies charge on your outstanding balances. So when that rate goes up, so does the credit card rates. Do
you feel like people look at, again, around the holidays and they got to buy presents for everybody? Do you feel like it's almost inevitable for them to just say, put it on the card, or I'm not paying for cash, I'll get the points, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's still, it comes due. Do you feel like this is something where they're just kind of acquiesce to the fact that this is the way they're going to go?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times, people are just kind of not aware of what it actually is going to take once you rack up that debt and what the minimum payments are going to do, because, the majority of the minimum payment is going to be going towards interest, and it can take a long time to pay down the principal. So, something that may just be a fleeting moment right now, some type of material, possession can end up costing, 10 times what the original purchase price was, by putting it on the credit card. So, it's good to think ahead, to think about your budgeting items and what you think you're going to be able to afford, carrying that debt load and how long it's going to take to pay it back before you make the purchase.
What's amazing about this is Reed Allmand joins us here, expert on personal debt. Reed, another one of those staggering marks that nobody wants to see, but credit card debt has increased by 15% over the last year, and evidently that's the largest increase in more than 20 years.
Yes. We were talking about, during COVID, a lot of people were, trying to be conservative. They were paying down their debt, but with inflation going up, a lot of times sometimes it's just out of people's control because prices have gone up so much and their wages haven't gone up. They're trying to bridge that gap with credit card debt. And that's really just, kind of making the situation worse. And eventually, it catches up with you faster than you think.
So what are your recommendations for people? What do they need to remember when they go to the store or when they're online with their plastic card?
So I would say, start on your budget, and there's some tools out there that can help you. Like, for example, Mint.com, and there's some other online tools where you can sync up your bank accounts to all go into this app. Set in that app what you want to budget for each category of expense, and then it'll send you alerts when you're approaching that deadline, so you can make choices about your purchases and say, hey, I need you to cool it in this category because I'm about to go over the limit, and that can help a lot of people stay on track.
Reed, what is your advice to the people and anybody who's been caught in it? I mean, you really feel like you're drowning, but the people that find themselves in credit card debt, how do you get out of it?
The traditional way to get out of it is you're going to have to look and see how much can I afford, which cards do I want to tack first, and make sure that you're going to be making more than the minimal payment. If you're in a situation where you're not able to make the minimum payments, you've had some type of change in income or expenses, then you really need to look for professional help. I'm a consumer bankruptcy attorney, and I help a lot of people, evaluate their options. And sometimes that's a better route if you're going to have to start, missing mortgage payments, missing car payments, liquidating retirement. Those are all telltale signs that you really need to seek professional guidance.
So lots of options out there for folks if they want to keep things in check and not find themselves spiraling out of control January 1st. Reed Allmand, great stuff. Thanks so much for sharing some of your time with us this morning. Appreciate you.
Thank you.